Hi guys, a good week of trading. I'm going to share 2 pre-market entry trades that I took this week and break down the chart. Let's go. So the first ticker we'll look at is UBXG, and I'm looking at this for a 3rd day continuation. So this is the daily chart over here. You can see I'm classing this as its day 1, where it's gone from around the 320s up to highs of 5s. And it's only done 2 million volume. So at this point, this isn't even on my watch list on this day because it's not a bigger move, it's not enough volume, so it's not even on my radar. It then had a day 2 move where it bounced exactly off the it's day 1 high day, and then had a move upwards to almost $10. So now it's on my radar because the volume's come in. And at this point, it's up over 200% from where it came from before it started to move. So now it's gone onto my watch list, and I'm looking to see if there's a setup within that. And the only reason I'm looking at a 3rd day move is because that's what's been in play at the moment. Multi-day runs and also Chinese tickers, which this was a Chinese ticker. So if we go on to the intraday chart, on the 1 minute time frame, this is its day 1. As I say, not even looking at it here. Nice big spike on day 2, and during market open on its day 2, it's quite strong. So it comes down, it does, I'll just zoom in a little bit. Nice little double bottom off the previous day's high of day, then goes on to have a nice move upwards, and it doesn't fade off, which a lot of these Chinese tickers can do. It continued its strength into market close. So now that's on my radar just to see how it sets up the next day. Actually pulls back after hours, but then again pushes on to the day 2 close, which is this green line. So that's saying that this doesn't want to pull back too much. It potentially wants to go on. And also there was a nice increase in volume on day 2 from its day 1. So it's gaining volume now. I'm looking at it then pre-market on day 3 just to see what it's doing. You can see it's now hovering around that red-green key level. And that's what I'm going to use to risk off. So I think I took a piece somewhere here and then cut here. And it can be a little bit of you've probably got to allow a little bit more wiggle room. But I jumped back in at 8:01, risking off the previous day's close. And, the spread was fine, so I could get in and out safely. And, it held the risk level nicely, waited till market open, came down, tested it, respected it, and then did the move upwards. So in terms of PTs, I had 2, which was one was this 991 area, which is the resistance level from its day 2, which is also just shy of the $10 mark. So I definitely want to be getting off some shares before 10 because a lot of people are going to sell at that nice round number of $10. And then my final PT was the pre-market high here as well, which was 1130s, and it actually hit both of those PTs perfectly, as we can see. But I wasn't patient enough to wait for the 1130s. I didn't have enough shares on to wait for that. I'd sold out too much down here. My best sell was 1023. Pretty happy with that, and took a 28% gain on that trade. So that's a day 3 move, and looking at that because that's what's been in play, and it's also a Chinese ticker, which have also been hot at the moment. The other trade that I took was CRVO. Start with the daily chart. So this is its day 1 here, moved on high volume, done 200 million volume, gone from around the 250s up to highs of 750s roughly. Nice pullback, nice drop in volume on day 2, and then playing it for this lovely bounce on day 3. So it kind of falls into 2 categories. It's kind of a 3rd day surge setup, but I'd also class it as a first green day bounce. It's kind of one of those that's a bit in betweeny. So if we go into the intraday chart, this one's quite interesting actually. So it started here, after hours push, and then this is its big day one, and then pull back after hours on its day one. And I'm actually thinking on day two pre-market, this might have a day two move, because day twos have been in play, but it's nowhere really near the key levels, which is the day one close, the day one high of day. But I just like this gap up pre-market. So gap up pre-market here. I did try it on this day for a day two move, and obviously it didn't work, which is fine. And then I'm still looking at it the next day, just because this, where it pulled back to after hours, this key level here of resistance, which it broke out of, I thought this gap up pre-market, it's going to move off this key level here and have a strong day two. So that was my thesis behind that. When that didn't work, I still had eyes on it, because if we see what it did the next day, on its day two, so it broke that level, this risk level from the previous level of resistance. And then just here, it reclaims it. So if we look at the after hours low, this is where I'm looking at a key area, because that after hours low is this area of resistance. It's broken it on day two. Let me move that away. And then just here, it reclaims this after hours low, and it holds that for the rest of its day two, and it holds it after hours, and then it pretty much holds it pre-market the next day. So I'm looking at this for a bounce, and ideally, normally I'd be risking off here. However, the way this is set up, this is my risk level, just because of the way the chart's developed and the levels that it looks like it wants to hold. So I'm risking off this after hours low, and it respects that level. So I'm getting in. You've also got that red-green level now, which is the previous day's close, which is the day two close. So you could risk off that, but for me, it's that after hours low from the day one move that I want to risk off. So I'm getting in at 377. It's my average entry. And then I'm risking off like 369. Really nice tight entry there. And I had a feeling that this was going to, I can't remember exactly where it entered now, somewhere along here. But yeah, either way, it respected my risk, so that's fine. And yeah, I had a feeling that this company could potentially do an offering, because I was looking at dilution tracker. So it was one that I didn't want to hang around in for too long. And they put out a PR around about this time, I think, from looking at the chart. So that's just like perfect if you're trying to play a first green day bounce and then they put out a PR. It's just like ultimate kind of scenario. And you can see the price starts to move and has a nice move upwards to the $5 mark. So I'm waiting to see. I still think this is going to push out the gate, especially with the PR. Can see it kind of forms this nice trend here upwards, which it respects. So I'm waiting for market open, and then yeah, it does the move upwards. And my PTs, yeah, just areas of resistance, like here you can see these areas of resistance here, and then ultimately the day one high, and it hits all those levels. So my best sell was 710, somewhere around here at this point on the chart. My average sell was 525, all the way down here. And that was a 40% gain on that trade, so really nice. So I was all out, like up here, basically. I didn't hang around for this pullback and this second push up. And can see they actually did do the offering, which I was certainly considering they might do, and then it dumped all the way down. So I'm really glad that I didn't hang on to shares too long on this one. So a nice setup, a bit different for me because I had to adapt my risk level, but I did do it with good reason because it did look like this after hours low was the new risk level from the way the chart set up across its day 2 and held that level. Wouldn't normally trade any other risk level than the previous day's low of day or the red-green area. You could have definitely taken an entry when it broke past the red-green area after they put out the PR. You could have taken an entry somewhere around the 390s, risking off the just under 380, which is the red-green area. You could have got in there and still caught the whole move basically. But as I said, I was in before that, which was nice. So there are a couple of the trades that I took this week, UBXG and CRVO. So aside from the setups that I've shared on today's video, my read on the market, excluding these setups, looking at other things of what's in play, has been really good. And I think when I was first starting out learning to day trade, I was simply looking at first green day bounce setups and learning the foundations of day trading. I didn't have the capacity to look at how the market works, what's in play, and move with that. But now that I've got the foundations down, I'm now seeing a whole other avenue of things to trade and how things are moving and what's in play. And I'm really excited about where I'm at the moment. I think my skill level, it's increasing, and my read on the market's good. And it's still not about the money at the moment. I'm still trading with a 2K account, but I think the knowledge and the experience that I'm gaining, I'm quite excited about where I'm at, because I think I'm touching on something that's going to make me a lot of money when I choose to scale up. So yeah, just feeling super motivated. I'm getting better, and can't wait to see where this next year takes me. So cheers for watching, and catch you next Sunday.